Hello and welcome back to another episode on the channel by me, TheWiseJames. Just reacting to a Sim Saver Sam video here, waiting for the new Tony Hawk's to get released, and then we will be going live with Tony Hawk's. So let's get into it.
Protest, I don't need to know anything. That just sums some of these people up, doesn't it?
Do some stupid shit like this. Where is your dad? Where is your mom? Where is your family?
So today on my morning walk, there was a gentleman putting a flag outside of his house, American flag, of course, and he's all decked out wearing his red, white, and blue, and he looks
That's probably because he lives in America.
at me and he says, "Happy 4th," and I look at him and I say, "No, thank you."
The thing is, to my American...
Why wouldn't you celebrate your independence of America from the British Empire? Like what? Why wouldn't you celebrate your independence as a country? Honestly, it's so weird how so many Americans literally hate their own country, their own people, their own land. Because do you know what it is? It's not even their country. It's not their land. It's the Native Americans.
Viewers, why do I keep seeing this thing that if an American person has an American flag outside their American home in America, that's a problem to some people? And then on top of that, this person decided to record that interaction, which probably never happened, and uploaded it as if people actually give a shit. That blows my mind.
We don't care.
Let me tell you.
We don't care.
Two of trying to look unapproachable. I have a really good feeling about today, but you guys tell me, what do we think? What do we think? How am I doing?
I don't think you really need to try. Just keep doing what you're doing, walking down the street with the camera in the air like not a care in the world, and just acting weird in public. Yeah, I think you've already passed being unapproachable, mate.
So I just got back from the grocery store, and this guy came up to me and he called me a fucking freak. And this person behind him, they took off their shoe and just started hitting him. And I was shocked and I immediately left. Point is that my shoe's now broken.
The community of loving and acceptance being violent again, doing violent things. Why am I not surprised?
Once went on a date with a guy who said that the gender wage gap just isn't real, and I was like,
I notice you do OF. Female creators on OF make 78% more on average than their male counterparts. Look
Damn.
at that wage gap. Female models make 148% more than their male counterparts. Your date was just so ignorant. Something needs to be done about this disproportionate wage gap because that's unfair. You women should be making equal to what your male counterparts are making. That is so tough.
Got him.
What crimes have those people committed?
You want to look it up on Wikipedia? There's like a list.
Well, you made the sign, so I'm asking you.
Right.
It's true. I'm at a protest, though.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything. I'm here.
What? What? Did he seriously just say, I'm at a protest, I don't need to know what's going on, or, like, he doesn't need to know the facts? You can't just turn up at a protest and not know the facts. What world am I living in? Does he seriously just say that?
It's on Wikipedia. There's like a list.
Well, you made the sign, so I'm asking you.
Right.
It's true. I'm at a protest, though.
Yeah.
I don't need to know anything. I'm here for my community.
Okay.
Wow. They think a protest is part of the community work. It's not. That's like self-belief. And if you don't know what you believe, then you... Wow, so he's just a sheep. He's literally just a fucking sheep.
So you make a sign about people being criminals, but you don't know what you made it for?
All right, so I make a sign supporting my community and the people in it. Yeah. And I'm not ashamed.
I know.
Sheep.
You shouldn't be ashamed of your sign. I'm just asking what crimes they have committed.
I don't have to list them to you. You can simply look it up.
Have you done research?
it's all over the media.
Yeah, so I was just asking him, he's holding the sign, if he could just tell me what crimes people in the Oval Office have committed. You're holding it, so I thought maybe you should...
You can't say someone's committed like, crimes and then not say what the crimes are. What? You know, I could tell you what crimes the Conservative Party committed in my country, the political party. Negligence in a public office. National security breaches. Like, I can literally tell you the things that got broken. They broke their own COVID lockdown rules, and the Prime Minister got charged and fined because they were having a party in lockdown. I can literally tell you the crimes. I don't need to go. I'm not at a protest about it. So if this guy can't tell you the crimes, it means he's just a sheep who's doing as he's told. He came because he was told to come, and he made the sign because he was told to make the sign. He doesn't know why he's done any of it. He has no idea why he's done any of it.
You could give it to me quickly.
It's called congratulations. You played yourself.
What a surprise. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't even think he knows what he's doing or why he's there. This seems to be a common thing at protests. It's like people do, people follow, and they don't think about why am I here? What am I doing? And the fact he made that sign and he can't even defend what he's presenting to the world and all those other people just shows what sort of IQ playing field we're looking at here.
Fuck Trump, fuck everybody. I'm saying.
I didn't realise Smeagol was a real person. Is that a Smeagol from Lord of the Rings? The precious.
Yeah, I love myself, yeah. No.
If you loved yourself, why are you hiding your face and hiding your eyes behind makeup?
Stop it. Get some help.
Have you been dying to ride Expedition Everest at Disney World to Animal Kingdom, but you weren't sure if you'd fit?
Somehow we have gotten to a point in time to where full-grown adults are reviewing roller coaster rides to see if their body fits.
If you need to check if you fit on a ride, like a roller coaster, you fat. You definitely too fat. Unless you know some giant who's 8 foot tall. That's different. You know, your legs might be too long. But if you need to test if you're too fat for a ride, yeah, you're too fat. You're literally too fat.
Stop right there. See, this is not uplifting. This is damage control. You shouldn't be organizing your entire life around seeing if you'd fit in certain places or not. And look, I'm sure these plus-size park hoppers mean well.
And on top of that, they want the whole world to change and be accommodating for them and their problem.
Nice, they're sweet, but let's call it what it is. It's a band-aid for a problem nobody wants to fix. It's about avoiding the only solution that will actually change your life. Losing the weight. You don't need some roller coaster test seat. You need a plan and a purpose. The truth is, you don't have to live like this. You don't have to wonder, will I fit? You should already know. Because the goal was never to fit in the seat. It was to outgrow the lifestyle that made it a question in the first place. This isn't shame. This is a reality check. And the longer you delay it, the more life you lose to excuses. So get up, lose the weight, and stop pretending this is normal.
This guy...
He's right. People don't like some of the things this guy says, but he's right. Like, lose the weight, you will prolong your life, you will live a happier life. Like, some women think they can just eat themselves thin. I'll just eat lettuce instead of chocolate and I'll get thin. No, you need to do the work. You need to do the exercise, you need to do the walking or do the running, do the sit-ups, push-ups, whatever. You need to do the work. Injecting yourself with some fucking new medicine isn't going to fix your problem. Women think that's going to solve their problem. It won't. It's probably going to kill you. No different to if you injected yourself with a COVID vaccine every month. Eventually, it's probably going to kill you. Save your life to begin with, but eventually kill you.
That's completely right. And he's had videos taken down. He gets, like, threats from people just for saying the truth.
That people who are fat should lose weight, yeah. That's what he says. And we got your back, bro. Well, we haven't got your back, but we agree with you. We haven't got your back, you know. We're not out defending you with weapons and shit, but I agree, you know. If you can't tell a fat person to lose weight, right, then a woman can't ever say anything about a man's height ever again. No woman on the planet could ever mention a man's height if a man can't tell a woman to lose weight. I'm sorry, just not happening, because you can't change your height as a man, right? I'm 6'5". Before someone on YouTube tries coming at me thinking I'm a midget, right? I'm not. So, how is it alright to mock men for something they can't change, the way they were born, but to tell a woman to lose weight makes you a devil, makes you, you know, a narcissistic misogynist?
You know, personal trainers, people in the fitness world will say this stuff, but we're getting to a time where people don't want the truth anymore. They would rather seek comfort in the lies.
Go get AIDS. Does that mean I can't go get rid of my AIDS?
Yeah, a baby's not a disease. So
did she just compare a baby to HIV and AIDS? Is she fucking serious?
got me pregnant.
Hold on,
And I got
she-
raped.
Did she just say if my dad got me pregnant because I got sex?
Yeah, a baby's not a disease.
If my dad got me pregnant
Hold on,
and I got
she-
raped, I should.
These are some very extreme hypotheticals, aren't they? What happens, right, if she was attacked by an alien and it was an alien child? Then that baby is not subject to Earth's laws, you know? Human laws. Why doesn't she consider the alien's rights to alien life? Huh? Huh? These people worry me. Like, when women think it's more important that they have the right to kill a life than anything else. Like, that overrules everything. It's just like, well, I don't agree. I literally don't agree. I don't agree with forcing women to have kids they don't want, of course. They're not, you know, incubators. But I also don't think women should be irresponsible and able to get rid of a baby just because they want to. But there's obviously some extreme situations, so it's not as simple as that.
Have my father's baby and risk me and my baby dying? That, like, I just personally don't understand how you could take
You haven't let me.
else's
You haven't
life
let me talk to you.
and choose for them.
That's exactly the problem.
What you guys are trying to do is
you're
push on
choosing-
everybody that abortion is bad and
Yes.
you shouldn't kill children.
It's wicked.
Abortion is bad. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter if you're religious or not religious. There's no way you could argue that ending a human life before it's even began is not a bad thing. The only way you could say that's not a bad thing is if you were a psychopath. Like, you'd have to be a psychopath who has no empathy for other people, no sympathy for other people, no understanding of human life.
And it's murder. And you could be.
I don't care.
You
if
can
it's
be
murder.
forgiven. I don't care. You can be forgiven for it.
I do not care if it's murder. I
know.
I don't
So
believe
listen.
in God. I don't. And I do not care what you believe.
I don't believe in some Christian God. I just think life is sacred. Like, I don't kill bugs. I don't kill insects. I wouldn't hurt a bird, you know. I would. Life is the one thing in this world I hold sacred. It's literally sacred to me. All life. All life. Trees. Fucking. Everything. Everything that is alive is sacred. It all has its place and its purpose, right? And yes, you might stand on a bug by accident and not even know it, fine. But I will always do my best, you know, to never hurt life. So when I see someone who doesn't even value life and I hold it as sacred, I'm not Christian. Technically, I'm an agnostic atheist. So it's got nothing to do with the belief in God. It's about what do you hold the value of life, specifically human life. That's what that's about.
Yes, but you're going to stand before.
Comparing AIDS to a baby is an absolutely wild statement to make.
Do you like abortion too?
Yeah, actually, yeah, hell yeah. Everyone deserves a right to their own body.
Well, what about the baby's
What about the baby's right to their own body?
body? What about the baby's body?
God.
You know life begins at conception, right?
That fetus looks like a dolphin.
It looks like a
It
dolphin?
looks like a dolphin.
Well, guess what?
Literally dolphin.
You
She looks like that guy from that killer movie where he's got like a suction thing as a weapon. What was it called? No Country for Old Men. Yeah, she looks like that guy from No Country for Old Men. Look. This guy. Does she look like him? I swear to God. It's him. We found him.
unanimously, the embryonic science community believes that life begins at conception. The life cycle of a human being begins at conception. Therefore, if it's a human, then it's deserving of human rights, which is the right to life. So you don't believe that a baby has that
and
right?
the Bible says we're all brothers.
It's got nothing to do with the Bible. That's science. That's literally science. You know what it is? I was debating a woman on Facebook the other day, and she was saying how, you know, she didn't believe in Santa Claus. And I was like, well, Santa Claus was actually based on a real person, Nicholas Claus, who was this man who the church sainted after he died. So Santa Claus was real. He was called Nicholas Claus, and he got sainted by the church after he died, right? He's just been dead for 400, 500 years. So he was real. He's just died. And she was like, oh, I don't care about the Bible. And I was like, what? The Bible? And I was sitting here thinking, this woman thinks Santa Claus is from the Bible. And I've been laughing about it ever since, to be honest. I have been laughing about it ever since. Like, I try to explain to her how, like, the legend of Santa Claus came from, like, either Northern European cultures or, like, Turkey. But we don't know if, like, the Nicholas Claus guy was Turkish or if he was, like, Nordic, like, you know, German, Swedish, sort of Norway sort of area. But he was definitely from that area. You know, this whole myth of Santa Claus and what's the other guy called? The bad Santa. All these myths are from that area. Like, most likely Viking, to be honest. And then it's just developed over the millennia. So yeah, Santa Claus as an idea, as a myth, you know, is only like 100 years old. Before that, it was like Nicholas Claus. It was different. It's different. Coca-Cola has completely changed Santa from being this magical being at Christmas who give you gifts to, you know, what we see on the movies. The guy in the big red suit, big fat guy with big jolly fucking laugh. Ho, ho, ho. That's all Coca-Cola, that is. So, for this woman to think the Bible did that, when it was Coca-Cola, it blew my fucking mind. It honestly blew my fucking mind. Like, how could she think Santa Claus was from the Bible? Like, there's no paragraph in the Bible where it says, oh, and Santa Claus gave all the presents to the children after Jesus died on the death of Jesus. No, that never. That's not in the Bible. And this person thinks life beginning at conception is the Bible. It's not. It's science. Because look, before you create a human life, you've got the components for human life, right? You've got the egg and the sperm. Okay, it's very simple. So until the egg and the sperm come together and successfully inseminate or fertilize, right? It's not a human life. It's only the components of a human life. But as soon as those two components come together and are fertilized, that is the very first step, the very beginning of human life. So that is why science views it as such, because it is the first step of human life. The very first step is when that egg is fertilized by that sperm. That's human life. That very first step is then. So the fact that she thinks this is from the Bible is just laughable. It's laughable. It is kind of literally the position of science.
Brothers and sisters, but we're not treating each other the
Well,
same.
brothers and sisters in Christ, yeah.
What the hell is wrong with you people?
Why don't people just stop having unprotected sex? And then none of this would need to happen. Why don't people just stop sleeping around and then they won't need to get that done? Are we just ignoring that fact?
Gay soldiers, huh? I mean, do you know what it is? I'm not homophobic, right? I've got no problem with gay people. But you know when I've got a man who's acting like a woman? That's got nothing to do with gay people. But, like, you're a man. Fucking act like it. So when I see a man who's acting more like a woman than a man, like, I have a problem with the fact that they do that. It's got nothing to do with the fact they're gay, right? Because I don't care about gay people being gay. Don't give a fuck. But when a man is acting like a woman and a woman acts like a man, nah, man, that's fucked up. You need fucking help.
Wow.
How the fuck
Wow.
Look at the rolls on that one. There's no way they're doing a 20-kilometer run with a 50-kilogram backpack. No fucking way. So how the fuck are they there? Probably the fucking chef.
If one person is out in the street preaching the Bible, he will get attacked, police will take him off the street and people will ridicule him. But these people can do this. How does that make sense? Remember guys, this is the oppressed people that say that they don't get anything catered to them. I mean, just look at this. Just look at this. We are cooked.
Okay, we are cooked.
How do you guys identify?
Queer.
Not gay?
I mean, that's part of it.
I'm gay.
Okay, right, first of all, you don't identify as gay. You're either fucking gay or you're not gay. You're either attracted to the same gender or you're not attracted to the same gender. There's no identification as gay. It's not trans. What the fuck is this?
Well, I'm not queer though. What's the difference for you?
Gay seems limiting to me. Well, gay is...
Gay seems limiting. So basically he wants to dress up like a woman sometimes. He wants to be more than just gay. He wants to be trans as well. That's what he thinks. What a fucking moron.
Like, same gender, so...
Oh, so you would date like a trans person or like a non-binary person?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. Then I'd agree. I'd say queer like makes sense. What about you?
I'm queer.
I just say that I'm celebrating Mermaid Day and also Pride Month as well.
Okay.
So you can say I'm celebrating both.
Since she got the color coordination going on with the rainbows
really?
and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. How do you guys identify?
She, her.
Fluid.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you guys identify?
She, her.
At least she, like, has some brains. But, like, anyone who dresses like Jack Sparrow, who doesn't say he, him, you know, you're in the fucking wrong costume. You're in the wrong costume.
Fluid.
Also like pan.
I'm fluid like water. Be like water, my friends. Be like...
Don't try and quote Bruce Lee to encourage transgenderism. That's not going to work.
Water flowing through the pipes.
I wish I was flowing, but I'm not.
Whatever pipes you want to flow through them. You know what I'm saying?
How do you guys identify?
I'm straight.
Dre, how about you?
Bisexual.
Bye.
I'm guessing that's his sister.
I knew there was a little something going on. I don't know if it was the hair or like just something of, okay. I see you. How do you identify?
Male.
Gay, straight?
Straight, mostly.
Straight guy.
Mostly? What?
What?
This ain't Jack Sparrow.
Gay, straight?
Straight, mostly.
Straight guy.
Mostly? I think he's talking about lesbian porn.
What?
This ain't Jack Sparrow, this is Crack Sparrow. I'm straight, mostly.
What do you mean by that? Dressing room
Means he's done gay stuff. Come on. We know what's going on here. We know. Come on.
Made by a man, then go make one. Changing room designed by men. Changing room made by a man. 100 changing rooms complained about. 0 changing rooms made. That's a crazy KD.
Yeah, they complain about a lot of things and then play the victim, but they don't actually want to make the change themselves. These people will live and die, and they carry that victim mindset everywhere they go.
This is my first...
Everywhere they go, they carry the victim mindset. Everywhere they go.
First 4th of July out of the States, and I am so excited to see what a visa does for 4th of July because out of the States, and I am so excited to see what a visa does.
A visa? What the fuck is... Why is this person dressing like a butch lesbian?
Does for 4th of July because, I don't know, like, what does the rest of the world do?
I'm not saying you're the...
Save me, Sam. You know, Sam, you're supposed to save me from simps, but I don't think you can save me from the horrors of this world anymore. You've done a great job, Sam, but the horrors are just growing, mate. You can't save us all anymore. That's it. We're dead. Send the nukes.
dumbest person in the world, but you better hope the dumbest person in the world doesn't die.
I'm going to say it because y'all scary as fuck. And
Tattoos on her cheeks? Wow. Some people are so desperate to draw attention away from their shit bodies, aren't they?
and I don't give a damn. Them little girls, them people died because of racism, not politics. Boom, I said it. I don't give a fuck.
You only got them things in your cheeks because you don't like your body and wanted to draw attention away from things you don't like about yourself. Boom, I said it. I don't give a fuck.
And am I sad? No. Nope, 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 nope. Because more YT people will have to DIE in order for motherfuckers to what? CARE. I said what the fuck I said. I don't give a fuck, and minds are here with me. We voted the correct way.
If you voted the correct way, then why is there a Jeffrey Epstein's best pal in charge? What the fuck you about you voted the right way? None of you had the right vote. You either voted for one dickhead or a different dickhead. You just didn't have a voice. There was no option in America except pain. So you just didn't choose the right vote because none of the votes were right. Like, if you have the choice to either vote for, like, Mussolini or Hitler, it doesn't matter which one you're voting for. You're still getting the fucking shit, aren't you? It's not a good vote. It's not better than the other one. They're both shit.
What the fuck you so? Just the night before the flash flood happened, y'all were okay with motherfuckers being stripped away from their motherfucking families and never seeing them again. People being deported. Y'all were okay with that. Be okay with not finding Sarah Lou. Be okay with not finding Billy. Be okay with never seeing them again. Keep that same energy because I'm here for it.
So she's happy that some white kids are missing and aren't going to be found because some black kids have gone missing and won't be found. So because there's white racists out there, she's now going to be a black racist. And that's okay because there's white racists. Wow. America is so fucked. You lot should just stayed under British rule. You would have been better off.
I am so here for it. Because I've been reading the comments and the shit y'all be saying. Y'all didn't give a fuck when it was brown people.
What?
We sorry that it's white people now, but that's going to happen. This is going to be a repetitive cycle going to happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until y'all get tired. Racism cost y'all more than y'all thought. Racism wrote that line? Racism wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash. Yeah, racism.
So her answer to racism is to be racist. What kind of logic is that? What kind of logic is that? Oh, well, you stabbed someone, so I'm going to stab someone as well. What?
Wrote a check that your ass couldn't cash. And guess who's paying for it? Okay.
Imagine comparing, she's talking about the floods that happened in the last few days in Texas. Imagine comparing a natural disaster to kill innocent people rather than, and she's comparing it to illegal people getting deported and saying she doesn't care, you deserve it. Man, I've heard a lot of stupid shit in my life from people who...
Let's be honest. She's a female saying awful things online to try and get attention because she knows she will get attention for it. A lot of women do this. They'll say things they don't really believe that sound awful just to get the attention because they know that people are going to put it online. They know they're going to share it and they want other men to see them because that's what women do, right? Not all women, but some women. So some women will come onto TikTok and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and make a short video of saying something really, really controversial like all men should be, in prison and have to prove that they're safe to be around women. Stuff like that, And it's because they get the attention that they're looking for that other women then do this and do other ones. Like, oh, I don't care if white kids die because some black kids got deported. This sort of shit. This is what happens. Some women literally, not all women, you got to understand this, not all women are like this, but some women only care about attention. So when no one's looking at them, they're going to do something to get everyone to look at them. And if that doesn't work, they'll get more desperate and try something more extreme and more extreme and more desperation until eventually they hit the mother load. And you get videos like this because quite a lot of women are pathetic attention seekers who get all their self-validation and approval from others. They don't get it from themselves, all right? Not all women, you know. Some women are perfectly normal, decent human beings, but quite a few of them are these evil, selfish creatures.
Don't really come across very loving people, do they? Especially what she is saying. I mean, that's a pretty low blow if you ask me.
Why do women wear makeup?
To express themselves how they want to.
To escape reality, come on. To escape reality. We know it's to escape reality. What are you lying for?
What are you expressing?
The way that you want to look. Doesn't hurt anyone else.
What if she...
Expressing the way you want to look. So, not the way you actually look. Well, that's good.
She's like a 4 without makeup, but with makeup on, she's a 9.
Well, most men are fucking 2s, so let's be honest.
What'd she say?
Really?
What?
Yeah.
Sounds like she's a lesbian.
Yeah.
Really?
In their looks?
Yeah.
Yes, and personalities.
Yeah, usually
Yeah, she's a lesbian.
personality is more like a 1.
Why do you think men look so unattractive nowadays?
Because they have terrible
Just my-
personalities that
yeah.
care about body counts.
And makeup.
Oh, so when you care about a woman's mistakes, or, you know, the things they do, that makes you, you know, a lower value man. If you care about the makeup and the fact that they've slept with 30 dudes, oh, it makes you a lower man. So, if you were a man who had been in jail for 30 years for murder, right? What was the other one?
Because they have terrible
Just my-
personalities.
Oh, personality, yeah. So if you spent 30 years in jail, right, for like a murder,
That
Yeah.
care about body count.
is it okay for a woman not to hold that against you? Because I'm not being honest, right? A woman who's got like a history of sleeping with 30 men, I would consider no less dangerous than a man who's like killed someone and did 30 years in jail. I honestly wouldn't. Like, I know it sounds stupid, but why on this planet, right, do you women think that men's opinion doesn't matter? Because it does. I was literally in high school in year 10 when I was like 15, and I told women this would happen. That one day, because they were treating men like cash machines, one day men would return the favor, and they would treat women like cash machines, and they all laughed. Ha ha ha! Yeah, as if a man could treat a woman like a gold digger treats a man. Ha ha! Yeah, there's no such thing as a male gold digger. And I was like, oh, there will be, because men are sick of it. And I told them that in the future, one day, men will determine your value for a relationship from things like how many men you've slept with. And I didn't say that's because I wanted it that way. I told them that's because that's the way men think. That is literally the way men think. We are biologically programmed by nature to avoid women who sleep with lots of men because we need to ensure our children, our children, not someone else's. Like, women don't have this problem where they could be made to raise someone else's child. Men do. And our natural defense system against this is the ick, the feeling from you women sleeping with too many men. So when we get a woman who slept with a lot of men previously, you might be sexual material. You know, men might have sex with you, but they're not going to have a relationship with you. You've lost all value as a wife and mother of our child if you've slept with loads of men. Because we cannot trust your fidelity. We cannot trust that that child's going to be ours. It's a biological thing in men to stop us from being forced to raise other men's children. So we get disgusted by women who sleep with lots of men. It's a natural reaction to us. We get disgusted by it, okay? If you slept with like 10 men, 20 men in your entire life and you're like 40, that's nothing, right? That's nothing. But if you're like a 20-year-old girl and you've slept with 30 men, yeah, there ain't no man who's ever going to look at you like a wife except for the desperate ones. Not a damn one of us. Not a damn one of us.
And makeup.
Makeup.
If it's not hurting you,
Oh dear, that's it. If a girl says that, you already know. You already know she's been.
she's got very insecure problems, and she applies one rule to men and then not one rule to the other. So she'll think video games is immature and childish, but wearing makeup and dressing up in a way that, you know, she doesn't look, that's perfectly normal.
Been around the block a few times, she knows her way around. If she ever says, you know, body count don't matter and all that stuff, like the girl's saying. And that wasn't the question he asked. They quickly resort to insulting men, saying all men are ugly, all men are this. Man.
Why do you care? If you have a life, you wouldn't care.
Exactly.
I love it how women somehow like try and make something out because you care. Like the deflection on some women is ridiculous. Like, first of all, it was all men are, you know, twos and have bad personalities, and then the bad men because they care about body count, you know, and makeup. That makes you a bad man. And now, right, it's why do you care? If you had a life, you wouldn't care about body count. Like, they don't understand that it's literally a biological reaction from a man to be disgusted by a female who cannot control herself. Because if she cannot control herself, you are not worth our time. You are not worth a relationship. You think a man is going to spend a year, 2 years, 5 years of his life wasting it on a woman who can't fucking control herself? Get real. Get real.
Man.
Why do you care? If you have a life, you wouldn't care.
Wait, men wear makeup?
Men could wear makeup
can
too.
wear makeup.
Fuck.
Doesn't give a fuck.
Do whatever the fuck you want. If it's not hurting anyone, and if people care, fuck them.
Men can wear makeup. Men can wear makeup all they want. And then if those men were going around wearing makeup, do you know what these two girls would be saying? Where's all the men gone? Where's all the real men? All these men are walking around with makeup. You just can't win. As a man, you just can't win. Whatever you do is wrong as a man. And a woman thinks whatever she does is right.
Would that turn you off?
If men wore makeup?
Yeah.
That's not my preference.
It's
but
not
if
my
someone
preference
else's,
either,
I don't
but I
care.
wouldn't give a shit. Like, if I saw that,
It's not my preference, but I wouldn't care. Right.
I'd be like, okay, fun.
Chill. He
I
looks
just
chill.
I don't have enough fucks to give about other people.
I think sometimes women don't care about things like this because it gets them attention. So when they have a gay friend who dressed that way, it gets them attention, so they don't care. Like, some women will do anything for attention. Anything. Absolutely anything. Thankfully, most women aren't that desperate, you know. They'll just be a normal human. But some women will, you know, put on a belt instead of a skirt. They'll basically wear a bra instead of a top, you know. They'll literally whore themselves out for attention.
I have my own life going on, so.
Well, you just friend zone that guy?
Well, he probably wouldn't go for us anyway. Like, he probably doesn't lean that way, but...
It's like some people get so offended over like a simple thing. Like, yeah, there are plenty of girls who wear makeup.
I mean, I don't have a problem with girls wearing makeup, if I'm honest. Like, I just don't personally like it. Like, if a woman wants to wear makeup, that's fine. But from my perspective, the more makeup a woman has on, the more insecure she is. Because why else are you trying to do that?
And one baby wipe resorts them back to default settings. You know, that's out there. That's a fact. Not all women do it. There's a lot of women who wear makeup and they look 10 times better without it. But they quickly resort to insulting men and all this stuff and saying men are ones, their personalities are trash. Like, yeah, they get caught in their feelings pretty quick.
One of my favorite argument points to make with, it's usually people who call themselves like patriots, right? Like the
Nose ring, we know what's coming. She's got a nose ring. Anyone with a nose ring, it's instantly just like, wow, what a fucking weirdo. I feel so mean saying that, but like, why else would you get a cow's bull ring?
the real I love this country people. And it's like, okay, you love this country so much, sure. So like you love like the people in it, right? But no, you don't. Because you backed a bill that just cut 17 million citizens out of healthcare. Citizens out of healthcare. And like SNAP and the WIC program, and like you don't care about the people. You don't care if they're poor, you don't care if they're hungry, you don't care if they're sick, you don't care about the people. You care about the rich people because you want to like be one. So like you're gonna back your boys because you want to be one, right? They don't care if you live or die, by the way. But okay, so you don't love the people who live here.
To be honest, I don't think the trans community cares if straight men live or die. So a rich person not caring if a straight man lives or dies is no different. Like, the trans community don't care about white straight men. So you can't sit there and say rich people don't care about us, because neither do the trans community. What's the difference?
We've established that. So then you must like be really passionate, right, about like the actual physical land mass that we live on. If you don't care about the people in the country, then you care about the country itself.
Boring.
Big environmentalist, right? No, because you don't think that climate change is real. So I guess I'm just confused about what part of this fuck-ass country you're so passionate about.
Probably the guns.
If you don't care about the people who live in it, and you don't care about the actual landmass itself, how the fuck are you a patriot? How the fuck do you love your country? You just love the idea of it?
You just love
That's
the
fucking
idea of it.
weird. It doesn't sound like you love your country at all.
There is nothing wrong with being a patriot and loving your country.
Nothing wrong with it at all. It doesn't matter how you love your country. If you love your country, I think that's a good thing. Because your country is your home. And you should love your home. You should.
And basically everything she's saying is because those people she's talking about have a different opinion to her.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
You know, these people who believe that these countries should just have open borders, let anyone and everyone in, don't check anyone, who cares if they've killed 30 people before. Yeah, let them in, put them in next door, no worries. It's like these people don't think of the repercussions. They really don't. They think the world is sunshine and rainbows. Well, it isn't. And we need to take security measures in everything. And that's the same across the board. If you go to a festival, music place, you know, club, whatever, they check you. Go to an airport, you go through security checks. Because if we just let anyone and everyone walk wherever they want, we didn't check and take security precautions to keep other people safe, you can only imagine. But these people just don't see that, and it absolutely baffles me. And then
I think I've got to the point where I've realised why these people are this way. And I used to be the same way, to be honest, but it's because they focus on the good in people and they try and forget the bad. Whereas, to be honest, I got to the point in life as a father where I cannot ignore the dangers of a human being, the bads they pose, and just think of the good. I can't do it. It's impossible. Because then I would be neglectful of my daughter and her safety. Like, you just cannot do it. So you can't have all these people from every country in the world just walking through your door. You can't have it. Because although some of them are perfectly good people and hard-working people who will, you know, pay their taxes and raise children and not harm anyone, some of them are the most evil people you can imagine. And you cannot just allow the most evil human beings in the world to just walk into your country. You cannot do that. Because you will have no country left. It's that simple. You know, you got people who literally are trying to leave their own country to go and attack people in other countries. So when they get caught, they get sent back to their own country. Like, it's like a game to them. Like, you just don't understand. These people don't care about your feelings. Like, they don't give a shit.
they want to say that people being patriots are the problem.
They'll take you too. They don't really care.
Why do you think they're going to take me too?
Because you have brown skin.
That's pretty racist. I'm an American citizen.
Doesn't matter.
So you think I'm going to get deported?
You could.
So this woman right here thinks I'm going to get deported because I'm a brown woman. That's an extremely racist thing to say, ma'am.
She's not brown. She's white. How the fuck is she brown? What? What is going on?
No, the racist people are...
No, you're the racist because you just came up to me and said I'm going to get deported because I'm brown. How
Yeah, that's correct. That's correct. She treated her differently because of her skin color. That's racism.
dare you? How dare you sit here and speak to me because of my skin tone? No, I don't need to be careful. Guess what? I voted for Donald Trump because he's a president of law and order, and I've actually met him. He's very nice, and it's racist like you.
He's also friends with Jeffrey Epstein, but we'll leave that out here, shall we?
Who stand here and tell me that I'm going to get deported because I'm brown? How dare you? This is the average right liberal right here. How dare you?
How dare I?
Yes,
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare I?
So you're coming up here and you're telling me that I'm going to get deported because I'm brown.
Mass deportation. You're supporting mass deportation.
I'm an American citizen. So yes, I am supporting mass deportation of people who are not American citizens.
I'm Catholic.
Right.
Congratulations. Are you an American citizen?
Yeah. None of your business.
So you are an American citizen, clearly.
None of your
so
business.
I'm not going to get deported. You're not going to get deported. But how dare you stand here and tell me that I'm going to get deported?
Those are true.
So you, an American citizen, are going
She's a Catholic. She just asked to be forgiven. It's okay.
to get deported.
Potentially.
How?
Ras Baraka is an American citizen. He was just arrested.
Why was he arrested?
By ICE.
Why was he arrested?
Because he was targeted by ICE.
Because he was charged with trespassing.
You're a very sad individual.
Why?
Because you're trying to take advantage of real people's pain.
Sweetheart, you are the one
Blue
with
hair.
blue hair right now, a whole ass adult standing outside of a detention facility calling people Nazis in 2025.
That's because this is Nazi behavior.
It's not Nazi behaviour, but it is something the Nazis did. But it's not that. Look, I'm not being funny, but countries have been deporting illegal migrants for hundreds of years. This is nothing new, right? The British, we would send criminals to Australia. Like, we would deport our own people who committed crimes. Never mind foreigners who committed crimes. This is not a new thing. But the Nazis did deport people. You know, the same thing, but they didn't really deport them. They sent them to concentration camps. It was slightly different, you know, slightly different. These people aren't being taken away and murdered and having all of their things stolen. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong, but there's no American work camps for these people who get forced labour on them and then get murdered. Like, as far as I'm aware, you know, tell me if I'm wrong, but there is a slight difference.
And you don't think that it was racist for your white friend here to come up to me and tell me I was going to get deported because I'm brown?
That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Fair play to this woman. These people are just brain dead stupid. Imagine saying you're a Catholic and you're this and this. You're a loving person, and then you literally said to her, "You're brown. You're going to get deported." That's not how deportation works, mate. It's hard to believe these people exist as well. Like, how stupid you can get. It's crazy, isn't it?
In all fairness, without being disrespectful to Catholics, right? Like, if you check the Bible, I'm not saying to read the Bible, but it says that, you know, Jesus' mother was a virgin. Virgin Mary, right? But the Bible, the Christian Bible, is just a translation of the Hebrew Bible. Right? And if you check the Hebrew version, which is the original, not the incorrectly translated version, Mary was not a virgin. She was innocent. And an innocent woman is not the same as a virgin woman, now is it? And the only reason this happened was because the Romans didn't actually have a word for innocent. Imagine that. The Romans did not have a word for innocent. So they just went with virgin, because it was the closest thing. So then it became the Virgin Mary. And Catholics believe that, you know, in the Virgin Mary, blah, blah, blah. But Mary was not a virgin. She was innocent. It's not the same thing. But you try telling this to a Catholic. So, with Catholics, for me, they're trying to follow the word of Jesus, but they end up following the words of the people who killed him, the Romans, rather than the words he believed and preached, which was Judaism. Like, it makes no sense to me. These people are lost sheep. I find all Christians to be, like, almost lost sheep who have been brainwashed by the Romans over 2,000 years to preach lies about Jesus, not the truth. That's personally what I believe, you know. But hey, we'll leave religion for another day. Fucking hell. Thanks very much for watching. Have a good one. Bye.